Right, so today what I did was I took ONR and distilled water and I put it into my pump sprayer. I put about half a gallon into a pump sprayer and then 1 ounce. So it's about 64 to 1. It might have been a little bit stronger because the pump sprayer stops at 54, but I just kind of filled it by about half a gallon. No need to be perfect. Sorry if you hear my MacBook taking off into space in the background, but basically, sorry, I had to do the audio over. I live near train tracks, and I was watching near the train tracks. It's the only place you have to watch. So basically, what I'm explaining here in the video is that if ONR is safe to use at 256 to 1, with a sponge taking it to dry paint, as advertised, even though most of us pre-treat, my thoughts are, why can't you mix it at a stronger dilution? Once again, if 256 to 1 is perfectly safe, why can't I mix it at a stronger dilution, pump up my pump sprayer, and then do clay lube dilution? Because if it's slick enough at clay lube dilution to allow reducing micromarring for a clay bar, then a soft, this is a 300 GSM 8020 towel. It's Quickie brand. You can get it at Home Depot for 40 cents a piece. You get a 16 pack. It's $10. It's super economical. They're soft. So far, they've been consistently soft. The edges aren't the best, but just be careful. And I try to show in the video it was hard because, as you can see, I'm set up against a water bottle on my bucket. But basically, I try doing it in thirds, but also what I kind of thought to myself is I'm going to get the panel soaked liberally because it's a waterless wash. And yes, the car's not that dirty. I just watched it 2 days ago. This was just an experiment. And the roof and and the hood and the back window were pretty dirty, but I'd already washed those by the time I had the idea to make a video. Basically, I'm soaking down the panel here pretty liberally. And then I'm also going to soak my towel as well. So it's kind of like I'm doing a rinseless wash because I'm mixing everything together. And I'm gonna wipe. Sometimes I'll wipe with it folded into thirds. So I fold it in fourth and then fold over itself again to make it a third. But then I kind of realized if I can use this as a hybrid rinseless waterless wash, then why can't I not use it like a wash mitt? Why would it not be safe? So here I am kind of playing around with both. Because if ONR does what it's supposed to do, which is encapsulate the dirt and lubricate the surface at 256 to 1, why can't I do this, be perfectly safe, use half a gallon of water and 1 ounce of product? So I bought that half a gallon of distilled water at Target for 67 cents. I believe because of the price I had got ONR gallon on sale, so it's like 34 cents an ounce or something like that, something crazy like that. And these towels are 40 cents a piece, but you buy them once and you wash them, right? We don't usually include that in the cost of washing. So if I used roughly half an ounce or half a gallon of water, that's 33 cents. And then another, 34 cents is nothing. 67 cents is the cost of the gallon of water roughly after taxes, how much I paid to wash my car. And then here you see me, I'm grabbing another towel and I'm going to reel at the surface a little bit to use that same pump, same half a gallon as a dry nade, and then use another towel to just buff it clean. And I mentioned in the video, but you can't hear me talking, is my car's already full of scratches. It's got rids, it's got swirls, it's used, it's got bad road rash marks. I'm not that worried about scratching my car. This is my personal vehicle. If it was someone else, then maybe I would use a plusher towel or more towels, be slower. When I'm going to thirds, wipe and swipe. But like I said, if ONR is doing its job and my towel was soaked and the panel soaked, This should work as a hybrid somewhere between a rinseless and a waterless wash and not harden the panel at all. Not do any more micro marring than what you already get touching the panel. These are soft towels. I promise you. I know the internet sometimes says you can't get soft towels anywhere but the favorite distributors. And I love the favorite distributors. You know, I think Autofiber has great towels. I think the Rad Company has great towels. I have the Equalizer towels, but I don't like them with that. I honestly don't like them much because I think they're really grabby. And here I am showing you those deep scratches. And like I said, the car's not that dirty. It looks like you got, I guess you call it orange peel on the paint. And the angle that I have you guys at is not the best to show good lighting, but trust me, in person the car is shiny. It's got turtle wax seal and shine on it. I did not clay it or polish it before I put it on because it's my car. I can do whatever I want. And I just kind of wanted to play around because I got the seal and shine on clearance at Target. I just wanted to see if it would add shine, how well it would adhere without claying and without doing any sort of paint enhancement or what have you. Just add some hydrophobics to my paint. Here I am. I thought I missed a panel is what I'm saying here, because I was just playing around. This wasn't like a full wash. Like I said, I washed 2 days ago. I'm just experimenting here. Sorry I'm talking a lot. I'm just not sure what to fill this video with since I had to cut the audio out, and I know people like when you explain. So here you see me spraying it. It had a pretty strong pressure as far as the twist goes, and really soaking the panel. And I'm going to soak my towel as well. I set my phone down here to soak the towel. And here I am just kind of using that. I'd fold it in the thirds, but I'm also kind of using it as a wash mitt. As I already said a million times, it should be perfectly safe and harmless. And my car is fairly clean, and there's plenty of lubricity on the surface. I'm following my science. Not my science, I'm following my experiment in the science. Just playing around with my car. It's scratched. I want to see I want to push this product to its limits, save myself money and time, and wash my car. And this is here where I realized I did have a drying towel in the car. I thought that I didn't, which is why I dried it the first time with the same type of towel, just a terry weave microfiber 300 GSM. But then I found my Meguiar's water magnet, which when the surface has plenty of liquid on it, it works great. But when I'm doing other ONR washes, the sponge, the ultra black sponge, tends to pick up the water I use to pre-treat and leaves the surface almost dry but with puddles on it. And it might also have to do with the fact that my car is hydrophobic, and that more so happens on the flatter parts like the hood and the roof and what have you. It makes it annoying to dry because I have to re-wet it. But in this case, since I'm doing a waterless and it's right next to me, I'm re-wetting anyway, so maybe that's redundant. But either way, the waffle weave did just fine. It's a $9 waffle weave towel, Meguiar's brand from Walmart. I think it's 360 GSM, 80-20 blend, and works just fine.